Hi, I'm back. Um, I want to talk about Unova tour. Let's talk about it. Okay. Hi, it's been a while since I posted a video here. But this is my, like, let's get back into it video. So I went to Unova tour in Los Angeles, California, which was from February 21st to February 23rd. I went to the Rose Bowl on the 22nd, which was that Saturday. Um, and I have some thoughts. I also did the citywide stuff on the other days. Not as heavily though, but I did do it. And let me tell you, it was an experience. Um, where do I even start? Let me just say, live events are fun. Let me preface that. I've been to 3 over the last year. I went to Sinotor last year. I went to GoFest in New York last year, and I went to this one this year. They're all great. They're all fun. They're all the same vibe. Yeah, it's really cool to get to experience it with other people and get to meet new people and do all the stuff that you usually can't really do if you live in a small community. But I'm fortunate where I live in an area with a fairly big community where I can explore and hang out with the same people and kind of go through the trials and tribulations of what the event is with others. I want to start by talking about some of the things I really did like about this GoFest and things that I enjoyed, and then I'm also going to talk about things that I necessarily didn't really like and things I didn't really want to enjoy. This is going to be just a lot of sitting and talking, so there's not going to be very much gameplay, but I will show you some stats as the video goes on over here. So I'm going to scooch over. But this is my account. Ding! But first, I want to talk about the things that I really did like. So first things first. If you are going to a live event, get the add-ons. Get the add-ons. They're there. They're not that expensive. If you aren't including like travel and hotel and stuff like that, like a ticket to this event and what you can get for this event really kind of balances itself out and really does make it worth it. I really highly recommend getting the Raid Lover and the Egg Enthusiast pack because you're going to be hatching eggs because you're walking around everywhere and you're going to be getting eggs throughout the entire day. You're going to raid the entire day and the other 2 days as well. So I want to start off, there were always raids. No matter what. No matter where you were, what was happening, I was raiding all day long in this. I wish there was more Zekrom and Reshiram raids, but it was mostly the Kiram fusion raids, which was nice. But that was a really nice part of it. The one thing. The wild spawns were really nice. I'm really trying to think about good things. I really have really strong negative opinions about this event. Just from my experience, your experience might have been completely different. And if you had a really, really great experience, I'm so, so happy for you. But I personally did not have a great experience with this event. And I'm hoping that Global does kind of turn that around for me. Which I'll make another video about after the fact of that. So first things first, the venue was great. The Rose Bowl is a great space for this event, and how they have it laid out is really nice. I wish that they didn't put I wish they didn't make the Rose Bowl such a big section of the game, because if you've been there and you've done this event, you know that the Rose Bowl area where the actual stadium is gets its own like area and it gets its own habitat, and then the other habitats are on the golf course. But it is such a trek to get from the Rose Bowl to the golf course that once you're on the golf course, you're pretty much going to spend most of 90% of the day there. And then, because for me and my friends, when we were playing, we kind of had to be like, okay, we have to go to the stadium to make sure to do this, X, Y, and Z. And we'd be like, okay, we're going to make a detour off of the golf course and go there and do all that stuff. But it also, it was just out of the way. So I kind of wish that they had all 4 habitats on the golf course, or not all the way in the stadium. I make it sound like the stadium was like a 20-minute walk, but it just, if you're like all the way at the top of the golf course and you're like, oh shoot, I have to go all the way back to the stadium, that's probably about a 20-minute walk from the top of the golf course all the way to the stadium to get into the stadium. Not into the stadium, but like into that area, which was always kind of frustrating. The research for this event was easy. It was always easy. Power up 5 Pokemon, power up 5 fire types, fire and ice, grass and rock, stuff like that. That was the research. I wish there was more like catching research, or like, I hate the evolving ones, but like evolve 1 Pokemon, evolve a Deerling, evolve a Pikachu, whatever. Something like that, because the powering up just made it just like, okay, and you just kind of forgot about it. And I think if they did catching, I could have gotten through more research. But the research, I'm pretty sure reset every 30 minutes. It was either 30 minutes or 15 minutes, but you got new research every 30 minutes amongst the 8 hours, which was nice, but it was all the same research. Power up 5, and then power up the 5 of the types in the biome. And then you also had transfer 10, which gave you the Basculins, which was nice. And it was cool because on the Basculins, it showed like, if it was a blue one, you got the blue stripe. If it was red, you got the red stripe. And you knew what you were getting from the research, and there wasn't that much rewards for the research. It was either the Pikachus, the Basculin, or the Deerlings. So you kind of knew what you were getting from that. There was this new feature called Enigma Field Research. So throughout the city, there was Pokestops that gave you Enigma research. I didn't know about that until after the event had ended. I didn't know what Enigma research was until the event ended, and I was like, well, if I knew what that was, I would have tried doing it more, but I didn't know. And that's on me. Partly on me for that one. But yeah. I really am trying to find things that I liked. I'll probably think about more as I'm talking about the negatives, but let's move into the negatives. I don't know about you, but my shiny odds were trash. They were trash. And I played the entire time on that Saturday, and I got maybe about, it's going to sound bad, but I got about 31 shinies, but I raided probably almost 100 times, and I got 2 shinies from the raids. I didn't get that many shinies from research. I probably got 1 or 2. In comparison to last year, where I felt like I was getting a lot more shinies, and I was like, I felt like I was getting at least 3 shinies every hour. Which this one I felt like I was like, it would be a long period of time before I saw another one. I'd get another one, I'd be like, oh yay. But I feel like the shiny odds for this event were really weird. But it's an odd. So I can't be entirely upset about that. I will say I feel with the Deerling shinies, those needed some boost in love, because I only got 1 shiny. I got 4 shiny Deerlings, but they were all the same season. Did that happen to anyone else? That you just got 1 of the seasons shiny, an abundance of them, because I only got 4 of the winter one. And I really, really wanted the spring or the summer one. But again, global, I have another chance. But just, whatever. And the same thing with the eggs. I feel like I hatched so many eggs and I struggled. I was struggling. And I got 1 shiny Bouffalon from all the eggs I've hatched. That was all I got. And then my friend had to trade me a Maractus. But I again, just like, I feel like that was weird. Like, I feel like the shiny odds should have been increased more than they were, but they weren't. So what I learned is that I forgot that half of these Pokemon were Unova Pokemon. Like, I was like, as they were popping up, like, oh, that's right, that's Unova Pokemon. And then even after the fact, there are Pokemon that are Unova Pokemon that I don't think were featured in the event, like, at all. Like, at the park, which is weird because you think that every Pokemon from the Unova should have been featured in the parks for you to get, but like Sandile and Mienfoo, like those things, those weren't featured in the event, like, at all. And I was like, that's weird. Like, you think that would be that. I did think it was weird that they mentioned the adventure effects, like, after the fact of the event, and we didn't know that going in, and they were kind of like, oh, by the way, those who were there are going to get early access to this adventure effect, which the adventure effects are kind of cool in a way, but with the adventure effects, it's getting to a point where I'm like, I wish you could, like, stack the adventure effects and do multiple at the same time, because they are, for each pairing of the adventure effects, they all do different things that don't ever, like, overpower one thing. Like, Spatial Rend, you get more spawns. The Sun and the Lunala and Solgaleo one, like, you're just making it daytime or nighttime, and then this new one, you're just kind of controlling how much the Pokemon moves and excellent throws and stuff like that. So I don't really see how they shouldn't be able to be intertwined and interlaced. The party play was nice because the party play rewards were nice because it was the same research every time, and it wasn't like use 30 berries, catch 30 Pokemon. It was spin 30 stops pretty much every single time, if not all the time. And it gave you Heatmore, Durant, Soccer, Throw, which was nice. I got a bunch of shiny. I got some shinies from that. One shiny sock from that. And it just, I thought it was fine. I liked the theming of it. I liked the season thing, and I liked that stuff. I thought that was fun. I thought that made it really well. But again, this event just was like, after the fact, I was kind of like, okay. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't my favorite event. It wasn't my least favorite event. Just another thing added to the list of events that they're struggling with. But you know what? If they did one thing right, merchandise. The merch this year was so good. The shirt was so cool. The shirt and the jacket and the tote and the pin. Good job, Niantic. You know how to make merch. Now work on making a better game. But again, yeah, I'm looking at this event, this Metro Stations thing, like, who went out and did that? It was about the Go Rocket thing, and like, it gave you the 12-kilometer eggs, which was Sandile, Mienfoo, Pawniard, and Volibee. Like, those 4 Pokemon were only featured in those 12-kilometer eggs, and they were never featured anywhere else. Oh, and it says right here, no routes will be accessible, which I thought was weird. There was no route in the Rose Bowl. Like, you're going to add a feature, and you're not even going to feature it at one of your main events. Weird to me. Sorry. But that's just me. and that's fine. But to each their own. I was very, very fortunate to meet up with my wonderful friend Mari. Ding! She is another creator on YouTube that is amazing. She's very, very sweet, and I loved getting spend time with her. Go look out for her video, because I'm going to be hopefully in it. Hey, Mari. I was with her the entire day, so if I'm not even like in the background, I'm going to be like, Mari, what about our moments that we had? My camera died, so you're getting a different angle now. But I want to wrap up the video by going through some stats with you. Not stats, but I want to show you all my shiny Pokemon. But so we're gonna start. So I started playing on that Friday a little bit. I've been sick the last few days, so I was kind of getting over that on that Friday. So I totally kind of really wasn't playing. But we started out here with the Zorua. Every top of the hour for 2 minutes they did like a Zorua thing. Kind of like what they used to do with Unknown, but it was all Zorua, so your buddy would pop up and it would be just Zoruas, but it was great. I got about 3 or 4 shiny Zoruas from that, which was nice. But you see, like, I got Zorua, I got 1, 2, see, and then another Zorua, which I evolved into a Zoroark, and then my shiny Bouffalant, and then it stops about right, from when I was playing at the event, it stops at this Unknown. And then these 5 are from that Sunday. And I played for about 4 or 5 hours on that Sunday, and I just kind of was like, okay, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm going to go home. But not awful. It wasn't an awful day. But I'm saying that my Sinnoh one, let me see if I can find it. My Sinnoh day was just, we're going to start with Sinnoh, yeah, like even here. We're going to start with this Buizel. That was the first one I got Sinnoh. And we're just going to scroll for a little bit. Like, all of this was from Sinnoh up till about this Stunky. Yeah, from that Stunky. Okay, my camera keeps dying, so I'm going to finish the video on my phone. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm ready to make some more content. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to for Unova Global, or what you liked about Unova Tour or didn't like. Just let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!